Yo, yo, yo. Completely forgot to open the damn game. How exactly am I gonna play the game if the game ain't open? Mystery. Time to solve it. Oh fuck, it's gonna tell me how long I've been playing. Oh. Okay. Before we talk about that and more and the like, keep in mind I let my PC on while I slept today, okay? So I had the game on and just had it run a chapter and that's why. All right, let's figure things out. What's up, people? Who's already here? We got ourselves your boy. We got Pafiq. We got Lazarus Longs. We got Bizanes, Ernesto Hernandez, Hedrain, Yuzuvu, Jack Nakasano, our and our QQ Technic. What's up, regular Brito Ayaka, Odette? Welcome. Hey, Connix with the greetings back to you, my friend. So we are 4 minutes away from daily reset. So this time we're actually starting on daily reset, not before, not after. And you know, just as like a general note, I think we're finally at the point, like for my personal account progression, where it kind of went like this, right? Like game launch, and then it kind of kept going and going and going and going. And I think finally we're starting to come back down to earth. Doesn't mean that it's gonna be easier, but it just means manual is almost dead. For the most part, manual autoplay is dead, and manual play would be the way to go, I think. So I hope things are going to take less time, though I fear it's going to be exactly the opposite. Alright, y'all. Give me an estimation before we go into Star Savior. How many hours is Steam showing me? It is not a good idea to play gacha games on Steam because you see the ugly truth. Especially idle gachas that you could like leave open, or when you do something else and you like they show you story and whatnot, where you know, like you just do something else and it just runs in the background. It's never a good idea. It's never a good idea. But give me some guesses. Give me some guesses on what number is about to pop up in a second right here. How many hours have I put into this game, allegedly, according to Steam? Keep in mind, as I said, we did have the game open while we slept yesterday. So, yeah. 82. 127. Brother, the game hasn't even been out for 127 hours, I believe. Like, I don't think the game has been out for 138 or 127 hours. But yeah, hold on tight. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You need a great riff for season 2? Exactly. I hope I finally will be able to then have more time to actually go back to season. Definitely. But 89 hours. Alright. Daily resets in a minute. You know what? We could have waited in the login screen. We could have waited in the login screen instead of going back in here, because it's going to say server updated anyway. So I guess we just wait for it to do its thing and for things to, like, you know, do what they do. It's a specific behavior and you would know that with your 92 hours. Alright, let's just, you know, let's close the game, open it up again, give it the time to settle, and yeah. Then let's once again talk about, right, what changed since you saw this account last time, then what kind of goals we have for today. And this time, I swear, I feel like this is by far our last big summoning day. Like, no kidding. There really isn't anything more left. outside of just waiting for the daily reset and getting the summons there, the well has dried up, people. The well has dried up. Progress is tardy. And yeah, so we do get 3 summons there. An additional 3 here, which is a beautiful, beautiful occurrence. 100 gems here as well. So, alright. Let it run. Hey Odin, what's up, what's up? You rage put on the Arcana banner and got like the 3 worst SSRs. Is there like super bad ones on there? I don't even remember. Okay, before we go into the events, where are we currently? Let me show you. Main story 2035. I think I did the entire story of 19 and obviously 20 to 2035 on auto due to our boost that we earned ourselves late yesterday with our very first hard journey on Yumina and our auto journeys on both Emily and Ashera. Right? So having our 1 actual manual journey and 2 auto journeys plus obviously then a couple more level ups was what allowed us to continue to and then some chapters. So the more lobby screens you have, the more animations will force play every time you go back. So if you have like 10, for the first 10 times you go back to the lobby, you're gonna get hit with some animations. Okay. Okay. Hey yo, what the fuck? Agreed. So this should be another one. Yeah. Alrighty. Now that we have that settled, let's have a look at our units. Yeah. 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 On the other hand, in terms of leveling up, we are in a tough spot. We are running out of gold consistently, we are running out of experience consistently, and we are consistently running out of purple crystals. So now we're just gated by everything. Now we're just gated by everything. But yes, 45,478. That is our peak Yumina. The only issue is, look at that shit. If I wanted to get her to her current max level, which would be 189, that is 4.5 times 9. So around 39.5 million experience. And around 6 million cash. We have neither. We have neither. But what we do have is our very first Resonance 9 unit. But damn. I need advice with what account to continue playing with. Can you send it on a Discord server? I mean, sure. We can have a quick peek. So any of the, let me show you. Let me move it over. Bang, boom, bang. Probably pick the help channel. Pick the help channel and ping me at it. Like this. And then just send the 2 pictures. Let me know when you post it and we can have a quick peek. How are we so high level? It's a mix of 2 things, right? It's obviously the massive amount of progression related resources you get for beating stages. And then for the achievements for beating the stages through the breakthrough missions. But then obviously the bigger part is also the self-investment of these chests, right? Like getting experience chests, getting level up material chests, getting gold chests, right? When do you unlock normal journey? 826. 826. You would use the Arcana select. I mean, the 15 bucks pack with the 10, I think it's a tempo and 2 selectors. It's probably one of the best on the entire market. So you are getting your value. It's just what do you select, right? What do you turn it into that makes it or breaks it in terms of worth? Why raising you, Mina, so high? Is she good? For me, she is one of the best units in the game. For everybody else, maybe not. Maybe not. But I believe in her. And she's been carrying us so far. So yeah, she's been carrying us so far. You get the Petra from the daily summons. WG Lucas Ria should keep it 34. Yeah, I think so. You should keep it level 34 if you can remember to do so, yes. Alrighty, let's start off with the usual. Let's finish off the Pass of Edge Starlight missions so we can get some more, I don't know, resources, summons, whatever we decide on. Let's actually do the willpower this time because we are 90 above. So, which one of these do I feel like I could need? Maybe more of these wouldn't be bad. So let's just sweep it 3x. And then 200 is what it said, right? So let's just sweep it 7 times. Nice. Better be prepared than sorry. And at least we did the highest stage, so it's not like we're actually quote-unquote wasting anything here. Let's see how the Starlight mission handles this one. How happy they are with us, what else we need to do. Okay, so that's 80 points. Okay, what does the Apocalypse shop have? Maybe we actually have a good deal. So free gold is, hey, it's free gold, right? 2 hours worth of essence for 10. So the conversion ratio here would be this, okay? You pay 10 gems to get 2 hours, but instead, what you could do is you could also just buy a refresh on emergency support, and then you kind of just have to do like a bit of like a value proposition to see if it does or doesn't make sense. Look, Discord. You got W Bay, she's not a myth. Hey, congrats. Holy shit. An Ashera and a Bell with the double hit. Congrats. Alrighty. Look at these pieces. Not worth our money. Not even in the slightest. It's purple pieces. Forget about it. It's purple pieces and obviously, Mainster would have been fixed, but it's purple pieces. You know what's kind of crazy? Maybe these aren't that bad. Like, call me silly, but maybe these ones aren't even that terrible. But then again, it's very temporary, right? The only thing you're saving yourself is like a day. At that point, saving 200 gems on these tickets, probably still not a good idea. But I guess whenever you're like mega desperate. We from the Germans, we from the Germans, yes. So, alrighty, you gotta menu those green stages. Also, Emily doesn't like placing shit on herself. Yeah, whenever you bring Emily into green stages, you gotta kind of manual it, do a bit of the break skills, do a bit of the Nova gauge, right? And you'll be fine. Day 5 is no fix for mobile. I gotta be honest, I don't know how I play it on my phone. I don't think I've fully tried it, but the last time I did, it did kind of like spontaneously die every time I did anything. So, yeah. We need 40 more points, which means we could do... Okay, let's do what we did yesterday. Let's start it off with a chill tenner on the standard banner. Just to get the rewards out of the way. Can we start it with a gold? That'd be awesome. Hell yeah! Alright. What a start. What a start. Two of them! Let's go! Okay. Best case scenario. What would I wish for? Oh, I wish upon a star. Bring me units from near and far. I want a Roberta. I want a Belle. I would take a Luna. And Elisa would be super awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I think those would be my current top 4 favorites, I think. Okay, first one. What the hell? We already pulled you twice yesterday. Okay. Oh, it's you! Oh, I thought it would at least be Emily. It's Carmen again. It is Carmen with the RKO in terms of RNG. Okay. Max Dupe Affection Screen Carmen. Are you ready? Max Dupe Affection Screen Carmen. Can't wait. Let's see how that one looks. See what she's cooking with. Apply to lobby. Maybe she's not that bad after all. I don't know. Why do the tier lists have her so low? Maybe Carmen's a bit of a sleeper pick. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Why do the tier lists have her so low? I don't really know. To bear it all to you. What the hell do you mean? Why are you talking? Ah, the muscles. Ah, duh. I think we're in an unskippable cutscene, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Alright, lady, alright. Aha! That was alright. Alrighty, Carmen. Alright. There we go. Alright, time to have a look at our bunny girl ascension, because that one's clearly super important. Yeah, so somehow bunny girl caught up to Emily out of nowhere. From one copy to 2 copies above. Or I guess from 2 copies to 2 copies above. I mean, look. Okay, so this is us sorting by limit break. Double above Emily, double above Charlotte. Then it's Yumina, which we fully summoned for this one. It took way more than it's worth, but we have her. And then Ashera. But then it's the lady from just back there, Carmen. Whatever the hell that is. And that's it. Those are all our maxed out SSRs, as you can see. And for some reason, these two came home 2 more times. Because why not? How many standard summons have I done? I have no idea. Maybe we can check an achievement somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, the next on the list would be a Lydia. Add double copies. A Shara. Add double copies. Omega. Like, you know what? I gotta admit, Charlotte and Carmen and Emily are the only ones holding away the lowly allegations. I mean, look at this. We have contenders like Harley, Lydia, Omega. So I guess it's all for the betterment of our like overall image. So I think we should be grateful to Charlotte. She's the defender of our moral compass, huh? Alrighty, let's have a look. So that was the temple we did, just so we can get enough of the event missions. Now that we've done all the event missions and we claimed all of it, we can now spend it. We could either buy standard summons, or we could... Let's have a look. Let's have a look and analyze, okay? We have 1,700 points. We could either get ourselves a standard temple, or we could get an hour of each. Or we could get some cute... The enhancement stones are looking very nice. How many? Okay, I need to only go 3. Okay, so let's do 3, and then let me buy the enhancement stones. So I have them for when I actually get a good gear piece. Yeah, I feel like those might just be right now where we're at, seeing as how we've unlocked tier 2. Those might just be peak value. Those might just be peak value. So now that we've bought those, what else is in here? Skill up materials, you know what? I don't need too many of those. I don't need too many of those. So maybe we just go through and buy like an hour support box from all the shops. Yeah. Okay, and then while we're on the note of events, let's just cross it all off. Head over to the Vestige of Corruption event. Do the triple assault. And before we continue, obviously we pay a bit of homage. Oops. There we go. Pay a bit of homage to the soundtrack. Alright, there we go. Job done. Let's have a look at the missions. Missions, we need to do something. Consume a gift. Alright. Who's on the gift today? I would say Bunny Girl Charlotte. She did appear to save us from our from these horrendous allegations. So let's give her some gifts. And that should conclude those dailies. Oh, if we have... Now we have those dailies out of the way. Yeah, let's continue moving to the event. It's not like we just saw anything there on the lobby screen. No. Blasphemous, I gotta admit. So we get the full points here. Nice, some hourly resources. Sweet. Let's have a look at the progress missions. Hey, 3 books that I don't have to decide on. Just up my alley. Just up my alley. I like not having to make any decisions. Okay, shop. 675 is what we have. So we could get 2 hours each. We could get some skill cubes. We could get Ooh, 6 hours worth of like gold or 6 hours worth of experience doesn't sound too bad. Let's get 4 Arcana tickets. Arcana tickets big. Okay. That is checked off. That is checked off. That is checked off. Tactical analysis. Let's get the... You got your third Roberta? That's awesome. I want a Roberta. As far as I can tell, somebody that counters every time you get hit by an AoE. Say less. Sign me up. Who do I need to get a favor from? You know? Does Lacey prefer attack set or crit set? I mean, both works, but I think the bit more popular one is running her in the attack set. Then again, I feel like it also is heavily dependent on what kind of Arcanas you have and what kind of teammates you're running her with. Because if you run it with a teammate where you get a crit buff, like a team-wide crit buff, so like a Bunny Girl Frey, all of a sudden the crit set isn't as important, but if you don't, then you might as well get the crit, right? Roberta, the trigger skill has a cooldown though. Yeah, but they're still great. I'd say it's still great, and there's probably a way to somehow reduce that cooldown, no? Maybe with a passive or something. Okay, let's collect day 6. Here we go. 10 Arcanas, banger. And then 5 featured, and 50... Oh, I think those are random chests. We like those. We don't like making decisions on our own. Decisions are dangerous, because if you make decisions, you can make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, then you feel sad. More summons, sweet. And that should be it for the day. So let's quickly see if we can get these random boxes and what those decide to give us. There we go. It's only 10. So what could go wrong? Bit of more tank, bit of a striker, bit of a healer split, and the rest is like singular. So that's pretty normal, pretty tame, I'd say. Alrighty. Can I check the Discord? Alright, let's have a look. So, my guy is asking which account to keep. The first account got a lot of SSRs with high limit break, but only 3 SSR Arcanas, and I still have pity to trade for Rosaria. The second one, I got a lot of good Arcanas, but lower limit break characters, and already used the 200 pity to trade for Bunny Girl Charlotte. Okay, this is number 1. We have the Lacey Arcana and the Petra Arcana. Absolutely top tier Arcanas there. We have a triple limit broken Ashera, a Emily, a quadruple broken Belle, a double Charlotte, a Muriel, a double Claire, a double Kyra, and then also first copies of Lou, Lacey, Lily, Yumina, Dana, Harley, Elisa. Elisa's big. Trish as well there. Okay. What about the other one? The other one has Bunny Girl Frey Arcana, Bunny Girl Charlotte Arcana, which is alright. Kyra, big speed, big Muriel, so both casters and assassins well served. We also have the Ashera Arcana. We do have the Petra Arcana in here as well. We do also have the level 35 Under the Moon 8% Arcana. And in terms of characters, we do have 4 Asheras, but only 1 Bunny Girl, 1 Lacey, 1 Muriel, a Charlotte, a couple Claires though. Serpeng, a Sarah. I gotta be honest with you here, I think I'm favoring the first one. Also looks like you're a lot more ahead in resources, but the question is, have you like made mistakes in between, did other things elsewhere? I feel like these characters are like super solid, and the Arcanas, you can probably fix those up, but you have like the really 2 big ones in Lacey and Petra. Obviously here you also have the Lacey and Petra one. But then again, this one is obviously only for assassins, only for casters. This one it's a bit more special. It's not like the super best in slot, but whenever I guess you have like a super tanky character, Ashera comes in. And this one here, the 8% attack, whenever you can fit it, that's great. I don't know, I feel like both of them have their ups, but in terms of like raw SSR value, the left one looks a lot more promising. Are you late for fun? The fun hasn't even started yet. Fun hasn't even started yet. The fun starts now. One of the final big summoning sessions that we are going to have ever. Unless I decide to save all my login rewards for the next 7 days, then we might have like another similar one. But 76 standard Arcana summons, 50 standard character summons, and I do feel like we're gonna hold on to our gems. I gotta be honest with you here, I think we're gonna hold on to our gems. It's time we start saving. Now it's a bit unfortunate that we don't have a Roberta. A bit sad that we don't have a Belle. Like, if we look at this list, we missed Luna, we missed Belle, we missed Roberta. But at that point, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. Let's start with the standard characters. We already started off with a double SSR earlier to finish up the daily mission. Let's see if we can continue keeping the pace. Back to back. Alrighty. Hit me up. Who's gonna be? Once again, favorites that I would like to see walk the carpet right here. Bunny Girl Claire, Bunny Girl Frey. Give me more copies, I don't mind. But no, first copies of Roberta, first copy of Belle, first copy of Luna, first copy of maybe even a Kyra. Yeah, another Elisa would be awesome. Something along those lines. A Muriel, okay. Yeah. Definitely not an Omega. We like that, I see you. That makes it, I think, is it maximum Muriel? Is it maximum Muriel? No, it's one off. One off maximum Muriel, so we're starting to see the returns. Because usually a character has, like, no passive or a decent passive on one, only gets a bit of stats on the first copy, right? The first copy. So then usually where like things start to get a little more insane is on the second or then third and final copy. So now we went up by 5% crit damage and we have the chance to gain now a ignition stack at 75 instead of 50, and then we could go all the way up to a 100%. Alright. So we hit a Charlotte, we hit a Carmen, and we hit a Muriel in 20. Alright. What about 30 though? Any opinions on 30? Let's see. Nope. No opinions on 30. Do we actually get free Omega from main story? I mean, if you watch main story, you unlock the ability to unlock Omega, and then you just need to spend 300 of this currency. So for example, look at this multiple. 10, 25, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 110, 125. So it's probably around like 40 summons worth of observation records that you need to take in your hand so you can get the break skill. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we did have two big ones, and now we have two more relaxed ones. We're starting to somewhat make our way back to a normal average. Final standard tenor for the characters. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, overall, still big 6. Oh no, I miscounted. We have another one. Come on! So now that we went 20 without, surely this one's different, right? Or did we go 30 without even? Ooh, this might be 40 without. This might be 40 without. Uh-oh. But that means we're now due to get a SSR Arcana, because that's just how it works. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. Surely we're gonna snap out of it with this next one here. Watch. Uh-oh. But you know, as they say, all dark days have to come to an end. Maybe. Tough times never last. Only good results do, like this one. Fucking hell. Uh-oh. That's a drought. That's a very big drought. We are not hitting nothing. Holy shit. We are not hitting anything. Like, at all. We're hitting and we're missing by so much. It's kind of insane. So I think we're now 0 for 90. 0 for 100. Great. So I guess that's how it goes sometimes, huh? You could just go 0 for 100 and life just goes on. 0 for 110, huh? Well, yeah, so about that. Yeah, damn. Yeah, damn, huh? So we're back there. It's giving day 3 vibes. It's giving day 3, day 2 vibes where we got ourselves our Huminas. Luckily it wasn't like 100 broke streak on a premium banner. I feel like that might be the only... the only like point of happiness here. That it wasn't us going in on a premium banner and getting shafted like this. But outside of that, I don't really see a silver lining here. We do have the ability to buy a no pain, no gain copy. Do we value no pain, no gain that highly? I mean, the other option would be getting a random box. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, in terms of random box, I think the only one I see quite a few times would be the Petra one. Because this one goes up to 15% healing rate increase. Which could be something we could hit there. Yeah, outside of that, I think we have all the Avengers. So the question is, no pain, no gain, is that worth it here? Is that worth it here? Or would we, like, which copy of what should we rather buy if not that? What do you get for Arcana dupes? Exactly, that's a good question. I only ever got one of those that I properly used to level 40. So I feel like we would learn at least a little bit by getting the copy here and seeing what it does. I mean, it is a double S tier 1. I feel like we can confidently just accept it. Like 8% attack, 6% crit rate. It's probably gonna hold us a long time. Might as well just send it. Alright, let's find out what it does. Let's find out. Let's try to see the difference. Okay, so let's keep those in mind. Strength increase 5, bond points 11, training effectiveness 8.72. Unique effect, old coin quests gain and increase. Okay. Journey is just, yeah, strength and food. Strength finishing, strength precision and food, and then obviously the perk and some food. Okay. So how high could we reasonably go instead of +5 and 11? How high do we go when we get an additional copy? So what actually changes if we now do this level up? Training effectiveness. Okay, let's have a look. So, training effectiveness goes up by 0.4%. Super sensory training effectiveness goes up by 1.3%. Sensory training chance goes up by plus 15. And the condition effect increase goes up by 10.5%. Alright, so in the grand scheme of things, if you look at it from an outside perspective, it makes it more likely for you to get a close to perfect or perfect god run due to the odds being more in your favor. Yeah. That's pretty much what it does. Huh. Ah, we could have scrolled down. I didn't know that. Oh, but look at this. You see this? Cards have like different perks regardless of what card they are. Like for example here. Condition effect 8.5, training 12.6. Super sensory at 20.58. Lazy on the other hand has super sensory at 26. Sensory at 2.75. And then training effectiveness at 9 versus training effectiveness at 12. Huh. Interesting. So I guess that at like the highest echelons of mega min-maxing should play a role as well. Okay. So wait, the 27.5 is 27.5 chance. Does that mean we could hypothetically let's say we use 4 attack arcanas, right? Okay. Let's imagine a world in which we're using 4 attack arcanas. Like for example this one right here. Super sensory training. No. We need to go to our own arcanas. So let's say we use this and then we have super training chance at 27.5. This one would be then 3. That is a lot. 375. So we would be now at like what, 64? And then let's say we add this one in as well. This one doesn't have any. But it has additional stat gain and additional potential gain instead. Interesting. What about this? Oh, this one also doesn't have any. Huh. So there is more to these arcanas than meets the eye. In terms of like, also when should you choose what? Because certain ones just don't have certain stats. Like for example here would be another 260. This one here would be effectiveness. But also training chance. Training chance should be good, I think. And yeah, so sensory training chance, huh? Interesting. What does the universal support tech mean? It means the perk that they give you, the passive they give you, can be put on any character in the game. Whereas if it says like assassin, caster and the like, that means the arcana can only give its perk, its effect, to a character of that class. So, for example, right here, and the star, the star symbol means it's exclusive to a specific character. Like, for example, this one is Yumina exclusive. And then, in case, this one here would, for example, be assassin exclusive. As you can see right here, assassin only. Okay, what about you? Were you any good? Do I remember you? 8 defense and bit of self-res. No. But it is minor defense increase. I'm wondering if I should level up another Arcana. We have a couple. Like maybe this one. I feel like maybe we could use this one to make her Emily a bit more tanky with like the max toughness increase. I feel like that could be something. I don't know about token. Seems very, very hard to do. Bunny Charlotte? I don't know. I don't know about Bunny Charlotte much. Like, I don't even think Bunny Girl Charlotte uses her own most of the time. Like, deals chain damage to the target proportionate to safe attack on attack with a basic if the target's toughness is broken. That only ever happens for like a turn. I don't think this one's actually that great. Let's see if we're missing like any like giga big ones somehow. Any like effects that are better than we think. I feel like this might be the only candidate in terms of being, I guess, worth our 500,000 gold. All the other ones for now, I can't really see myself use much. Especially this one here. I mean, Carmen exclusive skill. Counterattacks with a 25% chance when attacked by a monster if she has the rule of Monasteer. And with a 100% chance when attacked by an enemy affected by taunts. I mean, it looks interesting and I can probably see myself in the future for some reason decide to build a Carmen with her own exclusive Arcana, but that is neither here nor there. How much crit chance do you think is enough for DPS? I mean, it's always the 70% rule in most games, but I feel like here you should be able to get closer to like 80. I feel like if you can it depends, right? Do you consider crit rate buffs and do you consider gear? But for example, my Yumina is maxed in crit rate. We have 74% total, but she also gives herself a 30% crit rate buff right here. So in technicality, we are actually at 104% on her. But I guess it's a bit more character dependent what does and doesn't work and when and where and why. It's better to get dupes for characters than Arcanas. I think at the highest echelons, the lines kind of start mixing. Early to mid to probably late game, you're going to see more benefit of getting character dupes, but they also kind of fall off once you get like these additional copies. But Arcanas are probably what like the end game revolves around. And you know what one of the main reasons I think for that is? It's the fact that Arcanas stop at 3 dupes. Right? So, if Arcanas stop at 3 dupes, that kind of screams to me that they are so important that if a whale were to able to get an Arcana to full copies and yours would only be max copies, you would be behind to the point where it wouldn't even be fun, which is why that in this case they are capped at only 3 additional ones. So that, let's say in like a year from now, most of us will probably have the standard Arcanas at like 2 to 3 additional copies. Is there any info on level 200 or above? Yeah, it's super easy. Like, level 200 or above, it's super simple. The way this works is you just level up your top 4 characters to 200, and all of a sudden then you transfer away from leveling everybody one by one, and you just level your account instead. So you're always going to pay a fixed price for every level. So let's say random numbers, okay? 10 million gold, 15 million experience, 10,000 crystals. And then you just end up paying that for every level instead of having to split your resources between like 4 characters. Every MAB on your account raises your max acquirable unit level. Yeah, but I played these games before, and you know what usually ends up being? The amount of units you have sets your hypothetical level so high that in no reasonable world will you ever get close there unless you decided to stop summoning day 2 of your account and you haven't been summoning since. Like, it's probably going to be something closer to, like, for me, I would assume my max level is going to be, I don't know, fuck it, 320. But for me to get to 320 will take most likely, like, I don't know, 2 years. And in 2 years' time, my max level will probably be somewhere in like 400s. It's all just systems that look scary, but at the end of the day, they affect you not at all. It just looks scary, seems like something, but nothing really changes. The drop rates are 4%. The drop rates aren't 2%, brother. The drop rates are double that. The red passive registration in Lumina, it's from a dedicated card? Yes. You need to get her Arcana if you want that. Oh, you mean the friend banner? Oh yeah, true. Let's do a friend X. Let's do a friend 10x and get ourselves a SSR character to show that it actually works, alright? See, this is how you do it. You go to the friend banner, you go to the friend Arcana banner, you click it. Fuck. But it's a fake out, watch. Oh well. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it eventually. 2% is 2% and you will hit something at some point in some time space value thing. You trusted me? I mean, it's 2.5 days per 10 pull. You can do 2 10 pulls every 5 days. So you're probably gonna see like 2 SSRs per month minimum from those. My guy, what tier 2 gear set should you get for your lazy? Honestly, I would say play it safe. Just get yourself crit. So, people, look, we have 12 chests. From progressing through the story, 12 tier 2 chests. Let's make something happen. The way I look at this, I am only going to pick ones with a valuable main stat, like with a random main stat here. So, for example, only necklaces and rings, if I can. But obviously, if it's only gear, then that whole thing doesn't apply, right? So, which one of these do I need? I mean, if I were to get myself another armor set, what would it be? Crit would still be the safest. Let's get ourselves 4 boots, cause why not? Because we can. Let's get ourselves 4 boots and watch. One of them is gonna be a banger. Alright, watch. I mean, it's okay. I would have liked to see attack on there. That's decent. The only difference, like, if this had crit damage instead of HP, this would have been close to like a perfect roll. And maybe, I guess, attack percent instead of attack flat. I don't know about this one. If we could find something like HP percent main on these, we could use that for somebody like our Shara. And this one here, also a bit of a weird one. Alright. So then instead, let me go with... let me just make sure I get 2 of the barrier sets before we continue gambling. So one of these should be speed. There we go. So I'm just in case getting another barrier one. That's very offensive considering this is a barrier set. Yeah. And then for the other one, we're obviously going to go with the ring. There we go. Also no speed. No speed is a little unfortunate. Okay, here, I feel like we do 3-3 split. We get ourselves 3 necklaces. No, let's do 4 necklaces, 2 rings. I feel like that's a good idea. So, let's find the speed necklaces. Here we go. Let's get 4 of them. Okay. Unfortunately, no crit stat. Unfortunately, no crit stat. Crit stat, but like... Why is it defense focused? Way too many main stats for like this to be worth anything. No percentage stat, so I guess this one might be the most useful out of all of them. And then let's do 2 rings at attack percentage. So, we're looking for speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack flat, I guess. Okay, crit damage, but no speed. Speed and crit rate, but defense. But it is a 2 roll in speed naturally. So depending on how this piece rolls, this might just turn out to be a bit more of a long-term one. Might be a bit more of a long-term one. Yeah, I know that we could have done more rings because we want speed on the necklace, but then we need more subset RNG. But I feel like necklaces, like getting a good necklace is a bit more valuable just due to how important it is to have a good speed main stat necklace. So let's just start rolling this one and see if we can avoid the HP. Okay, so that's a goner. So now we know this one can get unlocked. Great. Okay, let's have a look at this one. So we don't want the defenses. We want as much speed or as much crit rate as possible. Preferably, if this could go full speed, then we might just be cooking right here. Okay, 1 speed, nice. Crit rate, 2%. I think that's a high roll. I don't think it goes any higher. Defense flat hurts. Okay, it's all about the plus 12. If we can continue avoiding defense, this is actually big. Speed again. Okay, we take this to the finish line. Now prayers. Just don't fucking make it hard. Okay, we can't quite take it to the finish line. But we're getting there. So let's make sure. Okay, I know how we can do this. We go to let's sort by level again. Let's go to Elisa. And let's give her... Yeah, that looks good. That looks... Ah, it might be a bit too high. Might be a bit too high, actually. Like the... You know the plus 9 one? Let's see, is one of them enough? It is. Okay! No defense. Please. Alright. Starting on a plus 2 speed. We roll triple speed, 1 crit. Yes, we could have rolled a plus 2 in speed, but I think for right now, 5 speed on a piece is pretty quick. I think that is pretty quick. So that means our Yumina now has a 5 speed chest and is going to get a 5-speed ring as well. Only issue is the set. One of the pieces needs to go. But I don't think we have any swappable ones. To my knowledge. So maybe this piece has to wait a little bit before it can truly shine. Maybe this piece has to wait a little bit before it can really, you know, do what it was always meant to do. So let's equip this back for now, engrave it. Okay, that was kind of a waste, seeing as how we're probably gonna take it away later today. But, oh well. Oh well. Does Western Lydia have good synergy with Vault? You mean this lady? Attack by and inflicts the enemy for 1 turn after using Touch of the Void. Wow, her dupes are like really irrelevant somehow. That's interesting. You know what? Not that irrelevant, seeing as how the attack increase can stack 5 times. So I guess they're a bit bigger. Agitation. Speed down. How high do you need to go for 100% chance? +8. Ouch. Speed down, obviously always great if you can apply it to the enemy. Oh, and action gauge increase if the enemy has a debuff. That's nice. Unknown Hex, what do you do? Effect rest decreases and speed decreases. So she has double speed decreases in her kit, while also having the ability to make it more likely for debuffs to land. I mean, that looks useful, but I just don't see any crazy synergy between her and Ashera. The game's lobby music is great. Yeah, I mean, every lobby has a different music, right? Like, you can go to lobby screens and you'll see how it says here, for example, Rooftop Picnic, Bright Afternoon. Okay, sometimes obviously you have like the same one. Warm Breeze, Earth and Star, Before the Night, Playful Trouble, Warm Breeze, another Warm Breeze, Springfield, Wacky Moments, Afternoon Tea. RTA unit, most likely, yeah. I mean, speed is king, right? So being able to reduce enemy speed by 20 up to 30% seems a little nasty. Will we PvP real time? Probably not today, but surely in the next coming weeks or so. It seems to be one of the things you're just gonna do the most. Like, you're gonna farm your gear for the day and then you either hit or you don't, and after that you're just gonna be like, alright people! And then you're gonna either do friendlies or you're obviously gonna fight some people online. That seems to be like the main pipeline, unless you obviously just want to decide to log out for the game and do nothing. Okay, we have a challenge in front of us. We have a challenge in front of us, and that is the 2036 stage. 164 fucking thousand battle power. 164 fucking thousand battle power for some reason. Enemy is dark and light. So let's give it a shot with our standard team and then see if we can figure out what we might have to improve based on how it goes. Hey, Petty, you too. I appreciate it. Yeah, Silver and Blood, man. Tough times. But this does feel like a 2.0, a more polished, a more fun version. You want to see me face chat in RTA? Yep, that's exactly what we'll definitely do. So, I don't understand this Void Harmonizer guy a lot. Like, I read his skills before. I think I did one normal attempt here. But I feel like he's just a bitch. Like, he's just a big bitch. I don't think you faced him before. It's just a new boss on this chapter. And he's just that. He's just a big bitch. So what he does is... he has a skill called Melody of Agony. Which is... this one. Where he reverses the natural order to strike all enemies, so AoE to inflict defense down and reduce action gauge. And that shit happens every time he gets attacked 9 times. Which is fucking annoying. And this can also trigger while his toughness is broken. Sweet, right? And then also he increases self-accuracy and he begins with Chains of Cosmos, which is the ultimate, being off cooldown. And Chains of the Cosmos is another single target attack that resets the enemy action gauge and makes them have 100% less speed. Which is great, right? Also, the effect ignores effect res and immunity because it's just fun. And you know what? He also prioritizes attacking the enemy with the highest attack. So it's always gonna be Yumina. Fucking bastard. And in this game, can you reset a hero and use this stuff on another one? Yes, you can. But your investments into skill levels and resonance cannot be regained. Have you seen that? Have you seen what he did to my main unit in one hit? That is not fair. That brother is playing not fair, I tell you. Big boom. No crit, sad. Here we're actually going to go with the burst. And we're going to hope that we are able to inflict the attack. What the fuck? I can restart that battle. To my knowledge, I clearly clicked the ultimate with the burst. And I will move myself up, as we agreed upon. I will move myself up so you can have a look at the skills and what kind of skills we decide to select. Even though you should obviously, to some degree, be able to tell by the visuals. So let's do it again. There we go. We hit him. We apply. He starts same shit. Big attack, big hit. Big damage, big HP, big ouchie. What we could do is not start off with an ultimate, which would change it to the fact that he wouldn't be able to counter us, so our unit would take 10% less damage. But I have no idea if that is something we should really be doing. Alright, so we hit him this time and we also get a crit on the boss, luckily. And now we burst, use the ult, and hope we apply the attack down. Which we do, so for the next 2 turns at least, he is not going to completely annihilate us without any regard for human life. He's at least going to play a little fair. So we can get him, hit him, probably apply another set of bleed. Yep, nice. And here now the big question. Do we already need to shield on Emily? Because he's most likely going to hit her and he's going to hit her hard. I think this red indicator shows what he's going to do next. So this should be the AoE attack. I feel like we don't need the shield now. At least not yet. So there we go. AoE attack. Yep. Luckily everybody's still alive. And here now the question is, what do we do, right? What do we do? So we have the choice between playing out our active skill, which would be the self-started of Wish and also the bit of the recovery. But what we could also do is instead just burst, use the basic, and use it to cleanse ourselves of the defense down for the entire team. Which might in the long run be better than using the healing skill and having it go on cooldown. And then here, what we are hoping for is that we can hit the check against him to prolong the attack down and maybe the bleed by another turn. Which we do, perfect. So we can just go in with the standard basic. Also because we crit, we get the combat readiness push boost on Yumina. And here, nothing we can do. No, not enough burst meter available. Again, AoE fucking defense reduction because we hit him 9 times total. Because he's just a silly goose like that. And then a big single target hit because he hasn't hurt us enough yet. Also, these guys are invisible, so we are legit incapable of not hitting him. Which means here we now do the heal skill. Yumina is at the brink of being fucking dead. He's already back on 3 stacks. Ashera is actually a disadvantage in this fight, because as you've seen, Ashera follow-ups count as their own hits. So, that's great. What that means is that, yeah, we're going to basically stack his stacks twice as fast, thanks to the existence of Ashera. Alright, it's time we go back into our ultimate bag. We do also get the break, which means he now, until his next turn, takes 15% increased damage. You can check it out by holding a character. Here, you see, no, I think you can just click on the toughness. You see, break effect, we increase his damage taken by 15%. We also put him from 90% action gauge all the way back to 0. And now he cannot trigger dual attacks, counter attacks, or trigger skills. But the problem is, you see this shit can trigger while toughness is broken. So, just in terms of him getting hit, nothing really changed. So, the question is, do we waste our burst gauge? Probably not. And I feel like we might just be better off hitting the minions this time. Just so he doesn't build up another stack. Here the question is, do we go with another shield? I mean, he's most likely going to do a single target attack at some point again. So, doing an empowered basic again against one of the minions so that he doesn't build any stacks might just be a good way to do it now that they're visible again. And then for the big one, we can whip out our special. We are at 5 stacks, so if everything goes accordingly, we're expecting 2 bleeds right here. Which we get. Nice. Big single target hit from the fucker. Guy survived the bleed, unfortunately, if barely. And now's the question, now what? Do we ult to get slightly more damage? Or do we burst to get a shield? We probably burst to get a shield. Then again, there is a chance that nothing really changes, because he is obviously going to AoE this turn. And he's going to AoE again because of the follow-up from Ashera, so we're fucked, right? Because look, whenever he takes his turn, he's going to do another one of those. Yay! Alright, so let's get the heal in, let's get the combat readiness push. Maybe Yumina, you know, makes it in front. Yeah, now what? I feel like we tried to prolong the bleeds just in case, maybe that helps. It does work out, which is great. Okay, now the question. Yumina most likely dies when he does his next AoE, right? Yumina's most likely dead. So, do we use up the burst meter now? Do we just use up the burst meter now with the burst to do 20% more damage while she's still on the field, right? While the break skill is active, while the attack up is active, while the crit rate is active, do we get ourselves the 20% multiplier? It is most likely more important than us getting a shield on our Emily. So, come on. 10k. Decent. There we go. Single target, Yumina. Yumina probably dead. There we go. Bye-bye. And now we are in front of a very big problem. We don't have any damage. Right? Like, how do we get the rest of the 25% HP? How do we get those away? Right? How do those go? Okay, so my call here, burst. On Muriel, pray to the Lord and Savior that we're going to get blessed with an attack down. Also, I'm not religious, by the way. Effect res. Awesome. That's what you get. Alright. That didn't work out so well. Oh well, AoE heal it is. And, yeah. 15% HP left. Big AoE. Let's do the burst. Let's get us at the shield. Okay, we're getting closer, getting closer. Follow up. We're at 8 stacks. Next hit is going to be another AoE. Because, why not, right? Fuck it, why not? We need to attack him. Nobody else alive. We do break him at least. But he still does the AoE. Everybody is somehow still standing. It's a miracle. It is a miracle. Everybody is somehow still standing. And we can stack up the stacks from new again. So we are currently at 2 stacks. We have 7 hits left. We do have the ult. Do we pop ult? Most likely yes. Yes, we do. Pop ult and pray. Let's see what happens. We get the crit. Nice. Single target. She stands. That is 4 hits. That's good. And we do the special. Just because it has a higher damage multi. Okay, we're close. We're close. No! No! Hey! Chill! Relax! Hold up! Relax! Come on! You are type effective. You are her, right? This should be our highest multiplier. If I'm not wrong, Baldur, Starlight's Wish. We're even gonna burst with it, because I don't know, why not? Come on! Fuck him! Yes! Woo! Ay, that could have been one more turn and we would have been dead. Legit, one more turn and this would have been it. This would have been it. We would have been cooked. We would have been done for. We did it. We did the thing. As I told you at the beginning of the stream, manual is dead. Right? Auto is dead. Manual is where it's at. Right? Like, surely you can, yes, auto the stages in between. Let's have a look. Polaris support box is 2 of each. Okay, it's not even too bad. We figured out that. I don't know. Nah, we'll be fine. We're gonna get something crazy from the temple here. Watch. It's all gonna solve itself there. Alright. So, Captain's office. Emily MVP. Was she? You've been with you since SMB. Let me in the guild, please. Level 141 group ready for mountaintop. Hey! Yep. Send me a Discord DM. And so we at least already have like that little bit of a list we can make up. Appreciate to have you back, man. Can't wait. Beautiful times, man. Beautiful times. Alright. So we are doing what we're doing. What else do we need to do? There's something we need to do. I'm not too sure. Yeah, we need to summon. Ah, yeah, the breakthrough. What's the reward? What do we get? 500 gems and 50 random globy orbsies. Okay. That's nice. Let's do the 10-up. Is it possible to unlock an account from Steam? I mean, you can delete the account that is linked to Steam, and by doing so, you then also unlink the account, I would say. Is this a free-to-play account? No, it's not. But there is other people in Chapter 18 that are free-to-play. So, it is very much possible, but it's just not us doing it. Okay, ladies and gents, here we go. We are on a 120 dry streak. Can this save us? Is it time for our luck to finally turn around again? 120 dry streak. I feel like someone once said, the streak must continue. I just don't know if it applies in this case or if I'm all too happy with that outcome. I don't know how to feel about that. It's a little bit of an ouchie. Okay, so now that we've beaten 2036, we now have another chase. And that is we've unlocked the highest difficulty of the gear dungeons. So let's see how long is Auto going to be able to take us, right? How long can Auto take us here in this story, just so we get a couple more idol rewards. And once that Auto fails, because we are in a red chapter, which seems fucking deadly. Once Auto fails, we're going to move to the gear dungeons. We'll try to beat the highest stage, and once we do, we can send all our stamina into the stages so that we can start working on our gear. Will I pull Hild? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not too mega convinced by her at the moment. It's just, I don't yet have that like super PvP focus. And also, I don't think I have it in me to go for 4 copies of her. Nor do I have it in me to also try to get her Arcana as well. I'm lacking a tank on your team. You can get away without using a tank by using somebody like Ashera Vaults in the middle, and also somebody who generally is a bit more tanky or who can heal himself. Options would, for example, be a hypothetical Bunny Girl Charlotte who can heal with a Nova Burst on ult and manual. Or somebody like a Lacey who gets, I think, a bit of a heal and a combat readiness push every time she gets hit. So you can definitely stray away from the standard formula. And you can also just go more DPS. Because if the enemy is dead, they cannot hurt you, right? I heard the triple tank Waltz team could auto through anything, just takes forever. Ooh, I don't know which 3 tanks would be included in that team. But also what is always important to consider is how good is the Waltz, how good are the tanks, how well built are they, what are the skill ups, what is the resonance, what's the overall level, how much of a power deficit are we talking, right? Why am I picking Murray instead of Bunny Girl Charlotte? Just for the synergy between her and Yumina. So I like the attack down on the enemies so that our Emily doesn't die as quickly. And I like the ability to have the chance to prolong bleeds. That's mainly it, right? So the reduced attack on the enemies and the chance to prolong the bleeds. Ashera Vault Stoops will not appear in the standard mileage records. Yeah, I think so. I do believe the only ones to appear dupe-wise in the in that shop might